Hey guys, it's Ross Scott on the Space Coach. Today it's time for a Bigelow Aerospace update. It's been a while since we've spoken about them. And unfortunately, at the end of March, because of everything that's going on with the spread of the virus in the US, they've laid off their entire workforce. I was reading the various articles from the time. There's no updates at all on their website other than in the job opportunities. There are no jobs currently listed. Nothing in the news section saying that they are essentially, hopefully it's just in hibernation, because at the time when they were laying off the employees, they did it in a couple of tranches when the governor of Nevada put in his various stay-at-home type orders and everything, that it was basically going to cost too much in fines and additional costs for them to continue operations. Hence, they laid off some of their staff just after the order was announced on 20th of March, and then the rest of the staff at the end, was about the 23rd of March. So who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully, when that state starts to reopen, that's going to be a while because its situation isn't great at the moment. They'll be able to hire back those employees. That's what the article was saying, that they were hoping to hire them back, but others were saying that these might be permanent, meaning Bigelow's dead, which would be terrible news because that technology is so important and so incredible and groundbreaking that I hope they do come back. And hopefully, if that doesn't happen, that someone will buy them out. Who's got deep pockets? Elon Musk, Google, Facebook, Apple, all those sorts of people. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. They're going to need destinations to go to, or facilities to go to, once they're launching their rockets. So I do hope that Bigelow somehow are able to make it through, or their technology is, in one shape, form or another. Because as you know, we've been talking about Bigelow Aerospace since the very start of the Space Coach. It was one of the very first videos I did about him and Elon Musk and how their visions could have such a huge impact on the future of manned spaceflight and exploration and habitation. But who knows what's going to happen now? It could be, that's it. The beam and the two Genesis modules, both of which they should be coming back down to Earth if they have not already, I think. And there'll be no BA330s and no Olympuses, which would be terrible. Because Bigelow obviously were very interested in having one of their modules attached to the ISS. Although I believe it was Axiom Space who had been selected by NASA to devise some sort of habitat for one of the specific docking ports on the ISS. But they were still interested, Bigelow, in the free-flying station, what they were going to call it, Skywalker Station or Alpha Station, I think, weren't they? But they needed more financial support from NASA to be able to do that, and that was last year. So who knows what's going to happen? I would have thought it's an essential industry, and I'm pretty sure the Tesla Gigafactory has stayed open throughout this. Maybe, I don't know. But certainly they seem to do well on the car deliveries. But anyway, Bigelow, bad news. I do hope that it gets resolved satisfactory and that they do come back, or like I said, that their technology goes forward with someone else, because they took it from NASA in the first place, the patents, so maybe the patents will get sold on. And there's all those giant mock-ups of their stations in the Las Vegas factory as well, so who knows what's going to happen with that. They might just end up in a museum, who knows. But hopefully there'll be good news on Bigelow eventually, because they were meant to be launching, I think, those BA330s this year or next. Don't see that happening this year, if at all. But anyway, guys, like I said, time that we spoke about Bigelow Aerospace, a very disappointing update, because, you know, I'm really into that company. I find their habitats just fascinating. But I do hope that once everything starts to resolve itself, hopefully they'll be able to come back and continue with their space station program. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a topic let's see discussed, or like the video.